Hi, I'm Shannon Gavin Johnson, the director of Legacy Museum on Main, and this is a brief moment in LaGrange's history. It's that time of year when we begin to carve pumpkins and wear costumes, but have you ever wondered why? What we have come to know as Halloween was first practiced by the Celts over 2,000 years ago in modern-day England, Ireland, and Wales. Near the end of October, as the summer ended and the harvest was complete, the Celts believed the boundary between the world of the living and the world of the dead thinned, allowing ghosts to return to Earth. For a people entirely dependent on the volatile natural world, these ghosts and the prophecies they brought with them were an important source of comfort and direction during the long, dark winter. To commemorate the event, the Celtic priests, called Druids, built huge bonfires and wore costumes made of animal heads and skins so the spirits would be unable to recognize them. By the 9th century, Christianity had spread across what had been the Roman Empire, including those Celtic territories. In an attempt to replace the pagan festivals, the Church replaced the traditional harvest festivals with All Hallows' Eve to honor the dead. During the festivities, poor citizens would beg for food in return for their promise to pray for the family's dead relatives. The practice, which was referred to as going a-souling, was eventually taken up by children who would ask for treats from neighbors. Fast forward several hundred years to colonial America. Due to rigid religious beliefs in New England, the celebration of Halloween was extremely limited. Here in the South, though, harvest celebrations were more common. Play parties where neighbors would share stories of the dead, tell each other's fortunes, dance, and sing were very popular in the 17th and early 18th century. As the beliefs and customs of different European immigrant groups blended with Native and African cultures, a distinctly American version of Halloween began to emerge. By the middle of the 19th century, annual autumn festivities were common, but it was the influx of new immigrants, especially the millions of Irish fleeing the potato famine, that popularized Halloween. Borrowing from the Irish and English traditions, Americans began to dress in costumes and go to houses asking for food or money, a practice that eventually became today's tradition of trick-or-treat. Gradually, toward the end of the century, there was a move to make the celebrations more community-focused than about ghosts and pranks. Parents were encouraged by newspapers and community leaders to take anything frightening or grotesque out of the Halloween celebrations. In 1882, our own LaGrange reporter detailed celebrations that were called phantom parties. Halloween lost much of its superstitious and religious overtones by the beginning of the 20th century. Parades and town-wide Halloween parties had become the norm by the 1920s, and with the post-World War II baby boom, celebrations became more child-centered. To learn more about Halloween traditions or some of the spookier stories of LaGrange's history, come check out our Halloween tours on October 25th and 26th. This has been a brief moment in LaGrange's history.